Alright, so what's up guys? Not much. Yeah, working on the car still, doing a lot of work. Honestly just been busting out on the EP, trying to finish it up. I mean, we're honestly kind of wrapped up. This might be the last video of the actual like work on for the EP because I'm pretty much finished it up. I've been street tuning a little bit, getting it kind of running alright. But now we're gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna go ahead to the dyno and go ahead and get a full tune on it because I've been slacking, working on the RSX, working on all the other projects. Two, another thing, I also wanted to say thanks to all you guys that have been watching my videos. I know I've been like slacking on the uploads, but you guys know I'm doing 100 things at one time, so hey, videos are coming, give us some time. But two, another thing, might be getting another car. So you guys saw the RSX, the EP, you know, might be getting another project car in the next week or two, so stay tuned for that if you want, subscribe, because the car should be pretty good. But yeah, so EP's kind of coming up to an end. This might be the last video on it, except when I go actually tune it, and then I might do a full review on the car if you guys want to see like a full review on it or something like that once, you know, basically everything I've done to the car. But yeah, so the EP is coming to an end, time to move on to the next project. Still working on the RSX, the truck, the bikes, everything, we're still going. So yeah, so let's go ahead and work on this EP and finish it up. All right, so time to install the catch can. We already have our bungs welded on our valve cover, engine bay looking good, you know, got our Terpsky in there looking good, hood exit looking good. But the only problem we have now is where are we gonna put this? The problem is with this, I thought I'd be able to slide it over here, but if we slide it over here, as you can see, it still sits too high. Really can't put it over here, it doesn't fit down there. I thought maybe I could slide it over here too, but you know, that's not gonna work either. So I'm kind of running out of ideas of where to put this thing at. I also thought I could slide it back there, like back behind the motor, but it's the steering rod and stuff is back there, so I can't really mount this back there either. So I've been trying to find like a good area location to mount this thing at. So I think what I'm gonna do now is probably take off the bumper and see if there's any room down there. Yeah, I probably should have thought this through before I start the video, but whatever. You can see how we think and how we would do, because if you had this problem and you were mounting this, you probably want to know where to put it. So I guess I'll go ahead and take the bumper off and let's see where we can get this bad boy at. All right, so front bumper's off, everything's out of the way. The only thing I was looking at maybe putting it over here, but the problem is the intercooler piping's over here, so we probably should go over here to the other side. And let's see down here. The washer motor thing used to be over here, but it's not anymore, so I might could fit it over here. So we might do something like that. I could maybe just drill some holes, get it over here. I know you probably shouldn't mount this down here this far, I don't know, but I think we're gonna try to put it down here. The only thing is I don't have a lot of fittings for this, so we're gonna see what we can do. Because another thing though, mounting it down here, I guess the filter could get like maybe road debris on it or something like that, and I'm pretty sure you don't want this like kind of down in your fender. Well, I don't have fender liners either, so that's probably another mistake. But if I can somehow mount this down here, I think I can get some lines to run from up here and maybe snake them down here somewhere. So I guess we can see. All right, so let's see what we can do now. Oh, and two, picked up some like brackets and some screws from the hardware store and some things. I don't know if I'm gonna need them, but I figured I would need something to maybe fabricate it up in here, maybe turn it or something like that. I got some 90s and stuff, but I think it might work. I think I want to use this bolt right here and then maybe try to set the catch can down in here this way and then run the lines up to the top. So, all right, let's go ahead and get that out. All right, so I have looked at the brackets and I can mount it like this on here to the side. I can't do that. Problem is though, my fittings down here, I only have straight AN fittings. So if I put it like this and I ran the straight AN fittings out of the side, it would probably hit the bumper. So that's not gonna work either. So what we're probably gonna wanna do is rotate it this way so the fittings are on the back side and then I can just go up into the engine bay. The only problem with that is my bracket is now on the back, so that's not gonna work either. So now we gotta figure out what we can do. I'm gonna see if I can move it like up here or something like that and maybe turn it, but it's See, this is why you probably should make it, you know, do it first and then take it all apart and then make a DIY video. But that's too much work. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would not put this in here and take it apart just to make a video. That's too much work. So I guess you'll see my mistakes as we go. So I'm gonna see if I can mount it over here, and maybe I can make a bracket or something to get it to fit down in there. So, all right, guys, we'll keep it going. All right, so had some time. Put the horn back in, put all that stuff back up. But two, you guys are thinking, where'd he put the catch can at? Bow! Look at that. Ooh, wee! He said, man, look at the bracketry in there, man. You think you know what you're doing, bro? I said, man, I thought if I put it right here, the filter is kind of up in there, so it would, you know, it's not really in the fender well anymore. So if any like rocks or, you know, whatever dirt gets thrown this way, it won't get thrown on the filter. So I just drilled a little hole in the frame right there and popped that in, and then made this little this $2 bracket right here. I mean, look at this bracket, man. Look at that bracketry getting up in there, like, woo-wee. Yeah, you know, put the dollar store bracket. They don't know about that. So hit the brackets on it. It seems pretty sturdy. I don't think it's going anywhere. Even look at this down here. Got the drain bolt at the bottom, so don't even have to just pop the bumper off and just drain the oil out. Don't even need to take the catch can setup out. All right, so I guess I guess now what are we gonna do now? We're gonna make the lines. I got some straight fittings for this one, and then we'll just go ahead and run it up onto the top, and we'll probably just have some 90s come out because I have 90s and I have two 90s and two straights. That's the only reason I didn't want to put it so far over here, because the straights would go this way. I could have put the 90s on it and went straight up, but the problem is then I would have to run the straights off of the valve cover, and that's going to look really ugly. So I didn't want to do that. So I really just didn't want the lines coming over the engine. I just don't think that looks it looks kind of tacky. So what we're going to do is kick the lines over to the side, loop them on around, and come on in down here. So, all right, let's go ahead and make some AN lines. All right, so now on to making AN lines. I was going to go through the process and actually show you guys how to make AN lines, but I obviously do not have the right tools to do it. So this is the wrong way to do it. Do not do it this way. First of all, you should go buy a correct AN wrench, like for $30. Don't use your $2 adjustable wrench from Walmart with some duct tape on it, with some painter's tape to keep your fittings from looking scratched up. Don't do this. This is the wrong way. What you should do is get some painter's tape, because you're going to need some of that. Tape it on to the end of the lines over here. And when you find, I guess, your length, measure your line out, tape it around it. Then you're going to get your marker, make a little cut mark like I did here. You're going to make your cut mark, get your hacksaw out. You can cut it. A lot of people will say to use like a grinder or, you know, all these expensive tools that we don't have here. But we do have a hacksaw. So we're going to use the hacksaw, our dollar wrench, and some cheaper wrenches. And then two, you need some lubrication to slide this bad boy on. Because I don't know if you guys know how AN fittings work. They are kind of a pain to get on. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tape off the edge. What I did is you throw some lubricant on the end of this, slide that onto the end, but obviously take the tape off, and then you have to screw that in. And you do all this without scratching anything if you have the correct tools. I don't have the correct tools. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to do, I guess, a video, what they call it, magic. All right. So you guys are going to see the AN lines appear in 3, 2, 1. Oh, snap. Killed it. All right. Well, yeah. AN fittings are done. Let's go put these on the car now. Didn't even scratch them up. See, look at that. Look at that. How did he do? How did he do? Magic. All right. So, all right. Didn't want to show you guys the wrong way. There are other YouTube videos out there that show you how to do it the correct way. Do it that way. Don't do it my way. So, all right, let's go ahead and throw these on the car. And we are finished up. Look at those lines. He said they look pretty good. Not gonna lie. All right, so we got our lines coming out the side. Didn't want to complicate anything. They look pretty good. They're not really over top the fuel rails. And two, they kind of hide some of my injector wiring. So, cool. Two, I think I'm gonna get, I don't know if people have seen them, those little like clips that I guess like hold the lines together, just so they don't hit the belt right here, but it should be good. But I don't know, you know, try to be blingy or something like that. I might get some of those clips that go right there. But other than that though, we loop on down and around. Look at that. Come on down past the horn into our catch can. He said, woo, look at that. Catch can all in the cut. I like that down there. So he said, that doesn't look too bad. Come on up and into the bay, he said. All right, so guys, catch can install finished up. I didn't even check to see if the bumper fits, but I'm gonna assume that I'm just really nice and it does clear the fog lights. If it doesn't, we'll redo it. But all right, that's how you do the catch can. I guess next video we might be getting this thing on some boost and getting some flames out of that thing on the dyno. So I guess we'll see what's up next. All right, guys, later.